hot takes. Let's get into it. One, you have not liked or subscribed yet. Wait, that's not gaming. Sorry. Okay, let's try this again. All right, let me ask you guys a question before I start, and that is, what are your gaming hot takes? Let me know in the comments down below. One thing that I dislike is that some companies call betas open betas when you have to pre-order the game to play it. All right, there's nothing very open about that, in my opinion. You got to shell out $60, actually it's $70 now, to even try it to see if you like it. I don't know where the sense in that is, but you know, like I know sometimes they do that for early access. That's a whole different story. And yeah, that's annoying, but it's not nearly as egregious, I feel. I mean, I guess it could kind of be like in Call of Duty, you know, the betas, people who paid the money probably have the best setups when you are pretty much stuck with the default classes. It's a little bit pay to win, but you know, that's definitely something I've seen as of late, and it's just like, what? It just bugs me. Two, this is my second gaming hot take. Two, save points. I feel like they are very obsolete, so why are they still in games? Now, I understand if it's like a survival horror game, because, you know, that just adds tension. That's fine. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. Essentially what I'm talking about is, like, even in Dark Souls and Elden Ring, you can quit basically whenever you want. That's the time in the game that you would think would have save points, but no, it's not. The thing is, you would think they would make the bonfires the save points, but again, and that's pretty awesome. Just being able to save at any point is so convenient, especially when, let's say, you're tired because you were gaming all night. Like, for instance, I've been playing Horizon Forbidden West, and gosh, it is a very exhausting task to actually look for a save point sometimes, because it's like you're like half asleep. It's like, oh, there it is. And if you forget, and you lost your progress. Heck, JRPGs are probably like the worst about this. Imagine you're just playing a lengthy section and your power goes out like randomly. This is not 1999. This is 2023. All right, get with the program already. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop like screaming hot takes now. But here's the third one. Pretty much, this is pretty small, and it basically pertains to Horizon Forbidden West and Zero Dawn. If there's any other game that does this, let me know. I actually have no idea, but this is the only game I've played where you have to craft your fast travel packs. I don't know why you have to do that. It basically artificially lengthens the game, and the game is a single player game. There's no online, but I do have some fun news though. Apparently it may have a multiplayer component soon. I don't know. I know they did something like that with the Ghost of Tsushima, so I might do that again. But that's apparently being worked on, so that's cool. But all I'm saying is, in a game like Genshin Impact or something like that, where it's like online, you got your open world, kind of makes sense that they would do that. They want players to be on the game as long as possible because, you know, they want those live player numbers up. You know, it's a little scummy, but I get it. I get it. But for like a whole single player experience without microtransactions or anything like that, you already got my sale. I don't know why you're lengthening my experience. It genuinely just doesn't make any sense, you know? And here's my number 4 on the hot take. This is actually probably the worst one. None of these are ordered to like most egregious to least egregious, but this is the one thing that bugs me the most. And it's essentially when difficulty sliders only make enemies more tankier and damage sponges. It's a huge pet peeve for me. Like, I want the AI not to take more damage. I want them to be a little bit more smart. I feel like it's not fun. It's just lazy game design. I want games that really have to make you think. I can probably think of a few games that do this. I'm sure you can too. But like I said, I want more of a challenge. Like, not just a lengthy slog. You know, I want to be outsmarted and tricked, not just bored, just pa. If you know, you know. If you don't, then you know, it is what it is. But here's the last hot take for today's video, and it's really got to do with ranking systems in some games. This is going to be a little bit hard to really explain. It always is, even for like the developers and the pro players. They always have a hard time explaining this. But in Overwatch 2, for instance, thankfully they're changing this for Season 4, but rank decay is a thing. Every season, the rank decays down. So let's say you hit, I don't know, Diamond. You drop back down to Gold, but you're still playing with Diamond players, just cosmetically. everyone is gold in the game. So like essentially you're still playing in diamond, but you look like you're a gold, and so does everybody else. It's just like your SSR, which is your public skill rank, changes, but your MMR, which is your internal matchmaking rank, doesn't. So it's basically how Blizzard sees your true rank in the game. It's just, you essentially, this is how it works. You climb up, you go down, you climb back to where you were, and the season ends, and you go back down. You never really rank up that way. They tried to like justify it by saying, well, now you feel like you're climbing, because like they just kind of assume that everybody is already like on their, like where they're supposed to be, like on their rank. But you never really will know your true rank, especially if you are still climbing and you're still going up. It's just like, and on top of that, sometimes it leads to toxic teammates. Let's say you decayed down to gold, but you haven't played for 2 weeks of the season. You get back in the game, you're probably playing with platinums, but you know, they have the same MMR as you, and you know, they're technically all diamonds, just like you, but since they played for 2 weeks, they ranked up enough to get to platinum while you're still a gold, so it just looks terrible on you. I don't know, I can basically go on and on about this. I'll probably do a little bit better explaining if I really make a whole video in depth about this. You let me know if you want that. But yeah, again, it's just not the easiest to really explain. If you know, you know. This is one of those situations where this is really one of those, if you know, you know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna really just end the video here. So like and subscribe. And if you made it this far, thank you, appreciate that. But once again, I'm gonna ask to comment down below, what are your gaming hot takes? See you later. Peace.